Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Crosswatchers, welcome. This is your monthly love prediction reading for the month of November. It still is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you. It's very important to use your discernment. Remember that time is fluid and everyone involved does have free will. If love isn't your thing, there are plenty other playlists on my channel if you want to go and check them out. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. And it is custom, so you can ask me any question and also choose your length of time. Okay, let's get into love for you, Gemini. Keep an open mind. You do deserve love. You are lovable, and getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You may be put into a situation, perhaps as a group, where you get to know someone a bit deeper. I'm kind of seeing it like, because there's 3 people in this and 3 people in this, it's like you're the plus one for a friend to go somewhere, and you may be introduced to someone at an event or it's almost like it's giving a sleepover vibe. So it's kind of like going on a trip with friends and you're like the plus one that's coming, but there's other friends that are plus ones that are coming. Keep an open mind about how you meet this person, because they may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like this is very Sagittarian too, of like someone shooting their shot. So I think that you might find yourself or this person in the moment of getting to know each other, actually saying out loud and speaking what's on your mind, of like, wow, you're really cool. I like you. I could really see myself getting to know you better. I want to get to know you better. And like being quite upfront. It also could be like a lucky break that you get to go on this trip or something like that with these people. Interesting. Take it how it resonates. Okay, what is in store in November for love for Gemini, please, Spirit? Best and highest good. Messages for their best and highest good. Messages for love. That's a lot. 8 of Wands. Things are heating up. Things are moving quickly. You have Strength. Major Arcana for Leo. 8 of Swords. The Devil. Capricorn. Justice, Libra. 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. If you have just come out of a divorce, out of a toxic situation that it could have been de facto, where you needed to still use some legal advice, you have grown enormously in strength, and it feels like you haven't given yourself enough credit for this. If you're in the process of separating from someone, I feel like there's an awakening. There's parts of yourself that are falling away, that you cut the cords that you think have been binding you to this person, very much so, right? Binding you to this person. The Devil forms unhealthy attachments and can like remain in your energy, especially in your crown chakra, as attachments to you. You could be heavily thinking about this person. This is like, all I've been thinking about is this situation but really, I think that it's because of this intensity of this situation, you feel like you've grown so much that what you've overcome, or what you are overcoming in November, is actually giving you the strength to trust that what is right for you will, like, it's like you're sleeping soundly again. You're not stressing about things. Like this too shall pass is what it feels like. You really are. You've got this undercurrent of strength running through whatever you think you're still maybe physically tied to, as in there's still like these like assets that need to be split up. These 3 cards are kind of talking about that kind of situation where there's still some, like, it's a Rubik's Cube trying to come back into the position of a higher version of yourself. And that higher version of yourself is like bookending these other cards, kind of saying that is happening in the middle, but it's not bringing me undone. Although I might feel like my hands are physically tied, it's not bringing me undone. I actually am sleeping well knowing that I'm doing the right thing that is best for me, and it is time for me to start, moving forward at speed. I actually feel really balanced in my life. I feel like I'm ready for a new passionate beginning. I want to start again. I want to learn more. I want to engage with someone. I want to, you know, if this is a marriage, you're like, yeah, of course I want to get married again. Or if this is you coming out of a de facto relationship, you're like, wow, I dodged a bullet. Okay, there's that kind of energy. Sorry to use that terminology, but that's the phrase, right? I really like escaped something that really was not good for me and that was trying to keep me trapped and controlled and puppeteered, and it really has awakened me. And like, look at the mask off kind of energy of you just feeling fresher, moving away from chaos and towards calm, because it feels like you're investing in yourself in beautiful ways. It feels like you want to be invested in, and it does feel like there's someone coming through, this king of emotions coming through, that wants to protect and provide for you once this is all said and done, but coming forward at speed. And they're saying, I've got a couple of you, I've got a place for you, I've got a seat for you. Wow. This person feels respectful of what you're going through. They feel like a calming presence. They feel like a higher level spirit, soul, that you perhaps have been searching for a long time. And that's why you connect. You hit it off almost immediately with this person. You've got some attractive, like, desire for this person. I shoot my shot, they shoot their shot. You are lovable. Why not? If this is ended and it's still just like a legal issue at this point, why not? Why not have the infinite potential that exists in the universe for me to have love, feel love, be love, express love? I think this person's very attracted to you. They want to bring some balance to your life, but there's definitely speeding things up. And the Chariot often is depicted with two, like, sphinx or horses that have to be in alignment at the right time. This feels very divinely aligned. You could push yourself back. You could, like, there is a fear attached to this Eight of Wands where it's like, if I ricochet that far forward, will I be pulled back? Will I bounce off? Will it be... Or if I shoot my shot, right, this far forward, will I ricochet back is more the terminology I should be using. It's the other way. You ricochet back. You bounce back off something. Do you know what? It's almost like an energy of, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give it a go anyway. Gemini. Wow. I love this energy. I'm interested, though, in this, the Hangman. You've been hanging in limbo for too long. So even if this has taken quite a long time to settle or to come to completion, it's time to get off the tree. You've awakened that there's more for you out there. Okay, you've come to love yourself again and respect yourself again. So it's time to communicate clearly with someone. Wow, this is 3 kings now. The King of Cups, the King of Voices, the King of Wands. This is someone attracted to you. Actually, was this the King of Cups or was it the... No, it was the King of Materials. Wow, and I just picked up the King of Pentacles. No, it was the King of Cups as well. Get out of town. That is amazing. All like this is an emperor. This is a this is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant came up, didn't he? Right? No? Yes? I'm not going crazy. The Hierophant came up. This is like a higher level person because they're showing up as all the kings. And they're showing up masculine, but take it however it fits for you. But I feel like things are about to move quickly. And like I've said in the last couple of, if you're watching your sun, moon, rising as well, in the last couple of signs I've said, look, it's cuffing season. Regardless of whether you're in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere, I feel like towards the holidays, regardless of weather, and people often associate cuffing season or coupling season with winter. Like, I wanted someone to snuggle with and someone to be like, you know, by my side through the cold winter months. But I also think if you look at it from, we here in the southern hemisphere have our holiday, Christmas period during summer. You also want to spend your summer with someone really fun. You know, you want to have a good time. You want to I'd love to be out and about and doing things with someone. So I feel like that's also playing into this as well. Of like, well, why not? Okay, so tell me about this higher level person here. How do they see Gemini? How do they see Gemini? Six of Cups. You feel familiar to them. Tower. They feel like they want to come in and help rebuild something with you. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. They mean well, but they also see that you may be a little bit guarded because of what you've been through and the turmoil that you've been through and the way that you're rebuilding your life. They feel like there's a knowing, like I've met you before. I've got a past life recognition of you, but also there's a beautiful, playful, childlike energy that they feel from you. They have a lot of respect for you is what I want to say. And the way that you're possibly, protecting your energy right now, because they see you as only showing half of yourself and they want to get to know you. They want to get to know you a bit better. Because there's just something where they're like, yeah, you've been through some stuff, but you're still keeping your heart open. And there's this loyal person here. You're loyal to yourself, Gemini. And this person really respects that. They also think that you're quite observant. And then when you speak, you're speaking from a place of open-mindedness. They don't see you as shallow. They don't see you as judgmental, but you do process your thoughts before you speak them out. Is how this person sees you, whether you feel like that or not. They're quite impressed by your intellect. And they feel like they can trust what you say because you are processing it from an open-minded kind of place, which is a very healthy place to be in. Okay, so what is the future of this connection just for November, please? Just for November. The Hangman showing up again. Enlightenment here. Perhaps you've been hanging there and it's just the end of this. Are they coming off the tree? Because of all this movement, you have to kind of come off the tree. Yeah, this person admires your intellect because they also feel like that as well. I think there's going to be some clear communication and honest communication. Like I said, no one's holding back here. And I think they're going to say, hey, if you wouldn't mind getting off the tree and trying again, I could be the person for you. We seem like a good match. I would like to invest in this and see where it goes. I'd like to plant this seed and, water it a little bit and, take you on a date, or let's, I think we could have something here. What do you think? I'd like to invest in you because I see you as a worthy investment. They see you as someone who is gorgeous, stable, grounded, again, trustworthy. They could see you as someone quite successful as well. The savings that you've made, the strength that you've developed, it could show up materially. And they're almost looking at you as quite proud of you. And I think this is you being opened at this point. From the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles, and let's say this masculine energy that was showing up here is that, regardless of gender, regardless of preference, I do feel like you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy of like, yeah, you know what, I am worthy of love. You are lovable. And I'd like to receive some of this blessing. Thank you very much. I do think that enables you to be quite nurturing too, to this connection. And if they're going to invest, then you're going to nurture. Yeah, both of you are committed to this. Equal give and take, equal reciprocity. And I'm drawn to the fact that there's an 8 in the hand of the person sitting on the lion here of strength, and then you've got an 8 shadowing this 6 of Pentacles. So infinite potential here. You guys can walk away from your burdens together. We can close chapters together, and then we can start a passionate brand new one. May even be talking about, okay, well, how would that work? Would we live together? Especially if you're meeting on a travel or a trip, it's like, well, how do we come together? How do we bring this to a place where our responsibilities are shared rather than feeling like they're we're doing all this alone. And you could even have the children chat, okay? But I also mentioned the Emperor, that this person feels like with all these kings, they're an Emperor, but also with that high level energy I was picking up, more Hierophant, and here you are showing up as the Empress. So you're also the Queen of all queens. So I think there's a lot of potential to be birthed in this connection. It's just deciding whether you will let go of your hands being tied here. If you will look in the mirror and say, yeah, I am ready to let go of these burdens and these, these perhaps feelings of guilt even. Self-forgiveness may need to be, and instead of looking at all the things that could go wrong, like, oh, but we don't live near each other, well, let's look at the solutions. If you're willing to do that, there's definitely potential for love here, okay? These readings today have felt very specific, so adjust these. This is all like a smorgasbord of information that Spirit is providing. And I'm sorry about the camera. It's just gone completely, like, wildly bright. But I think that's an indication of how, like, unexpected this kind of is. Compromise. Yeah, let's talk about creating balance here. Let's talk about how we can bring this into fruition. And if this equal, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, equal, like equality here, the harmony here, wanting to rebuild, cooperate, heal. Ask your angels for guidance. And this situation will improve. And did I not say that? Like this too shall pass. Clear communication and friendliness with the 3 dolphins in the background. And we've got 3 people, and 3 dolphins. A friend could be helping you, setting you up if it's not like someone that you meet on a trip or something like that. I also feel like you've got lots of spirit guides behind you, pushing you in a right direction to meet these people. It could be you and 2 friends who go out together and you meet a bunch of people and you know, get cornered to talk to one person and you're like, wow, you're actually the perfect person to sit next to me and to talk to. Don't stop believing that you deserve love, Gemini. Don't stop believing that. What else does Gemini need to know in the month of November when it comes to love? Go for it. Yeah, why not is what I was saying. Why not? Aries energy. Ooh, passionate. Even if it's like a fling, a summer fling, a winter fling. I feel like it's got potential, but it's going to be up to you what you do with it. And obviously you want to like feel it out. I think you've got a lot of, like, you're up in your head quite a bit with the things that are going on. The emotions of your mind can keep you stuck and keep you in that place if you'll let it. But if you use the Mars action energy of Aries, then you will go for it. Yeah, forgiving yourself for past hurts. And I was talking about toxic thought patterns and guilt, perhaps, about, you know, what I endured, what I allowed, and maybe not listening to your intuition earlier. And that's why if this is an intuitive hit, that you're kind of going, well, let's see. Let me trust that. Let me go for that. I feel like there's one more. What else did you want to say? Make time for self-love. This is also kind of saying, like, make time for love. You do deserve love. You are lovable. When you start loving on yourself and showing up for yourself in different ways, Libra energy, compromise, then I feel like you're attracting a better person who will also treat you the way that you treat yourself, okay? So forgive yourself for treating yourself badly in the past and for staying in stuck energies in the past. Deep breathing for self-love and self-care. If you're going to make time for self-love, breathe through it. Breathe through it. The breath is an amazing thing. I feel like I could do a whole video just on that. But this is really like filling your lungs, filling your heart space. She's holding her heart space. It's coming out of her crown, even coming out of her third eye and then radiating above her crown. The spaciousness of potential, okay? And we were talking about infinite potential. When I say the spaciousness, I think of Dr. Joe Dispenza and his meditations where he goes, and think into the space of space. That's his favorite word, I swear. And I'm a huge fan. I'm not mocking. I love it. Okay, ground yourself. Okay, this could be an LBGTI plus, 2I plus, 2IQI, all of the above. But ground yourself knowing that when the rain clears, the rainbow comes, okay? This too shall pass. Connect with fire and connect with earth. Yeah, are you going on some kind of trip? It could be a camping trip. When you look in the fire, you're like, I feel energized by that. I want to tap into my fiery side and go for it. And when I tap into my earth side, then I'm grounding myself in a place of self-love. You might even want to take yourself on a solo camping trip, or just like, even if you burn something safely in your backyard or something like that, to start a small fire in your backyard, as long as there's no fire bans if you're in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, and just really connect to the outdoors, stare at the stars, hug a tree, be by a running stream, you know, watch the sunset, watch the moon. I think really just seeing yourself as not so trapped in the here and now, and really getting like a big perspective of, wow, look at the beautiful world that we live in and I'm just a speck. So what if I go for this moment because I may never get this moment again? Is that kind of energy of just remembering how minute we are in such a vastness of potential. Potential is the word here. Very, very much so, Gemini. This is beautiful. Really. I think it's really cool. You're really strong. I'm really proud of you. I'm excited for what could happen here. So, you know, play it out. See what happens. Take it how it resonates though. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and I will see you in the next one. Bye.